Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Liz. This is where I'm ditching the debt, stacking the savings to build a healthier, wealthier life in my 40s, saving for retirement late in life, and started a budget for Christmas a couple years ago. We're going to review my budget and how I arrived at the numbers I have for this year. I don't know if I budgeted before 2023, but I'm going to look at 2023, 2024, and of course 2025. I've already purchased 2 things for Christmas this year, which is very early for me. I actually had purchased one of those items back in October. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you started your Christmas budget. Have you decorated for Christmas yet? Started shopping? Let me know where you're at as far as Christmas is concerned. All right, here we go. Back in 2023, I made this budget. I'm not sure if I had budgeted before 2023, but this is the one that I could find. I had $515 for home. I spent just under $400. I had budgeted $725 for gifts. I spent just over $400. $770 for food. I spent $568. I think in 2023, I'm trying to remember, that might be the year that I was supposed to have, was it? Yeah, that was the year that my nephew was born, and my brother was supposed to come and stay for Christmas, but they literally came, we ate dinner, they took their presents and went right back home. I'm not still a little annoyed about it, even though it was 2 years ago, but life goes on. So anyway, ended up spending $568. Entertainment was budgeted $225. We were supposed to go to this place that we had gone to when we were kids, but because they basically came and left right away, we didn't get to go. My brother said my sister-in-law did not want to have to sit in the car, because she saw that it can take a while to get through because it's like out in the country on a 2-lane road, and she didn't want the kids to have to sit in the car. Anyway, spent $86 on entertainment. Miscellaneous was $100. Spent $11. Altogether budgeted $2,335 and spent about $1,500. So considering this, and last year, only my mom and my older brother came to stay with us for Christmas. My younger brother had stayed home. It's like every other year kind of thing, between our family and his in-laws' family. Considering that $1,500 is what I spent in 2023, that is what I budgeted for 2024. I had budgeted $310 for home. I spent $35, $520 for gifts, spent almost $451. Food was $460. The big difference was not entertaining as many people, and we spent $15 on food, largely because my mom brought stuff, my in-laws did stuff, so we really didn't have to do much there. Entertainment, $25, didn't spend anything there, and miscellaneous budgeted $1,085, and I have $817 for miscellaneous. I suspect what happened is anything I had spent there, I became very overwhelmed, I'm guessing, too much to do, and just put it all under miscellaneous. That's what I'm guessing, especially if I had gone to like different stores for stuff. All in all, $1,319 was what we spent. Considering that I had spent even less money, and this year there's no plans yet for Christmas, except that my older brother is going to come for breakfast on Christmas morning at my in-laws' house because he likes the cream chip beef that my mother-in-law makes. So, I was like, my brother told me that, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll tell my mother-in-law. She's more than happy to do that, by the way. Let's see here. So for 2025, we're looking at $1,200. So even less than last year. Home, let me just move myself so I can compare it to 2024. Home, I'm budgeting $70. That is a big difference. $650 for gifts. I don't have more kids to buy for, but the kids are older. So, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Budgeted $310 for food because I'm sure that some of that miscellaneous was food, even though my mom bought stuff. My mother-in-law did stuff for food. So we'll see where we're at there. We usually get some of our food on barter. My husband's a chef. And so, yeah, when you're in the business, sometimes his food rep, who's also his friend, will give us like our beef tenderloin for free and then gives us a second one. So Joe will cook both of them. We send one over to his friend who actually lives around the corner from us. So they have an excellent filet as well for their Christmas dinner. Anyway, entertainment, $120. I did increase this because I love doing reindeer games with the family. And depending on who's there, I want to get some prizes. And then finally, $50 for miscellaneous. That brings us to $1,200. It'll be fun to see if I can stick to this. I don't know, but let's look at the breakdown of everything. Home includes decor. I did not budget for Christmas cards and postage. I don't know if we're going to do that this year. A couple years ago, I did it and then I stopped. I don't know if we're going to do it. We'll see. We're going to see how everyone feels, meaning how my husband feels around Thanksgiving weekend, if he's going to want to take a nice picture. He's not a bah humbug Scrooge, but he's just not a fan of Christmas card pictures. Not the Christmas cards, just the picture. I put $15 for linens just in case I need to get extra blankets or a new pillow for the guest room. $10 for miscellaneous and $20 for Christmas clothes. It's going to be super casual. I'm guessing maybe since it's only going to be at my house, me, my husband, my mom, and my brother, I might spring to get everyone matching pajamas. I imagine my mom will want to actually get dressed, this sounds weird, but dress to go to brunch at my in-laws. But maybe on Christmas Eve, we could all get into some matching jammies. For gifts at my husband, catch my breath. My mom and her boyfriend. When I say boyfriend, she was with her partner for 22 years. She, was not expecting this right now, but he passed away earlier this year. So, wow, it struck a nerve tonight. It struck a nerve. It's sad. I am really sad about this next thing I'm going to type here is, there's so much joy adding to your Christmas list, but when you have to remove somebody from your Christmas list, make you look like a raccoon on camera because somebody doesn't see the whole thing, they're going to think I don't know how to do my makeup. My older brother, my younger brother, and his wife, I don't usually buy them a gift because I'm buying for their children. So the three nibblings, my husband's parents, my cousins have two boys. Well, two of my cousins each have a boy. One just turned 2 and one will be 2 pretty soon. My best friend and her husband did not buy anything for them last year. And we're actually talking about going on vacation, but we haven't had that conversation in a bit. So I'm not really sure what's happening there. My students doing something nice for them. And then, of course, giving needs to be increased. So I think I mentioned in another video that friends of ours had a family member and that was going through it. And since I'm already crying, I might as well tell you that our friend's nephew's fiance had passed away. She was pregnant. They were able to deliver her baby, who is doing phenomenal. But there are 3 other boys. I think, is it? Yeah, there's a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 15-year-old. My dad passed when I was 14. And anyway, we're going to help them at Christmas. And then wrapping supplies. I don't even know if I have wrapping paper downstairs, but I know I have a ton of tape. That is for sure. Food includes going out to dinner on the 23rd. My husband usually has to work that night, so I'll treat my mom and my brother. That's going to be 3 people. I don't know that $60 will be enough to cover dinner, appetizer, drinks, and a tip, but I'm just going to leave it as is because if my family doesn't want to go out, then we just won't. It's fine. 15 for breakfast things to host everybody. $15 for lunch items, $140 for dinner on the 24th and the 25th. I don't know if we're going to go to my in-laws or we're going to host dinner both nights. I have no idea. If my husband has to work, I just don't know right now. So we'll see. This could all change. Drinks, $30, desserts, $20, snacks, $20, miscellaneous, $10. And who knows, my mom will probably bring stuff. My mother-in-law will take care of stuff. So, entertainment, I have miscellaneous $120. I don't know if we're going to go anywhere. Maybe go see Christmas lights, just get some hot chocolate and drive around, go to church, donation. I wouldn't call that entertainment, but, I don't have a church category. Yeah, whatever else that might be. That's why it's under miscellaneous. And then under miscellaneous would be any sales tax. If I'm like parsing out a receipt, I don't know where to put the tax. It'll go under miscellaneous, and $40 for miscellaneous things that I forgot to budget for. And all in all, that brings us to the $1,200. But now I'm a little bit nervous because we don't really have plans and everything is expensive. Anyway, we're going to do our best to keep it to $1,200, knowing that any money I don't spend on Christmas will be spent through investing and growing my money, which is where I want to see it go. I will give you guys updates as we go. I did already purchase 2 items. I'm just not ready to put them on the spreadsheet here. So I will give you guys an update or check-ins as we go through the holiday season here. I also am considering, do I need to put in a Thanksgiving budget? But I don't know. We'll see. I'm just still a little flustered over the gift situation here. So, let me just say, update me where you are with your Christmas budget and putting up your decorations if you haven't already in another video. Has anybody else had this much trouble taking someone off your Christmas list? Wow. I don't think that I've ever just had a Christmas. Well, I know I've never had a Christmas printed like list or budget. So I never really it was just like, who are you buying for? I would make a list every year. So like this every cycling. So maybe that's why it's also hitting me harder. It's so sad. All right. Let me think something really happy. You know what makes me happy is I'm going to record my savings video right now because that makes me happy to watch it grow. I don't know when it will be out. Hit like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so when it comes out, you are notified. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.